Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean of opportunity, knowing that the treasures you seek are on the other side, yet feeling as though some invisible barrier holds you back. I want you to understand something crucial from the very beginning. Success is not something that simply falls into your lap. There is no such thing as something for nothing in life. Whether you are buying a loaf of bread or building a business empire, you get exactly what you pay for. I learned this truth through decades of observing and studying men who achieved extraordinary success. Many students, when first introduced to the law of the mastermind, struggle to accept it. It seems almost impossible that the combination of minds, directed in harmony toward a single purpose, could produce results beyond what any individual could achieve. Yet, time and time again, history proves this principle to be true. Consider the men regarded as geniuses: Edison, Bell, Burbank, Carnegie. Each attributed their greatest achievements not solely to personal genius, but to the power generated when multiple minds operate in perfect coordination. This is the essence of the mastermind. When the first met Andrew Carnegie, I asked him to explain the source of his incredible fortune. He smiled, twinkling with intelligence, and said, "Young man, you must first define your term success. Are you speaking of money?" I assured him that, indeed, most people measure success by wealth. He then revealed the real secret. It was not a single man, but a carefully coordinated group of men, his mastermind, that created his fortune. Accountants, chemists, managers, and others each contributed their unique skills. Yet it was the organized, cooperative effort of the whole group that transformed possibilities into millions of dollars. You may think, can this law really apply to me? Let me assure you, it can. The mastermind is not reserved for the wealthy, the well-born, or the exceptionally talented. It is available to any individual who understands its principles and applies them with unwavering focus. Success is power, the ability to get what you want in life without infringing on the rights of others. Power is organized energy. Knowledge alone is not enough. It must be transformed into action, coordinated with purpose, and combined with the energy of other minds. Think of a bundle of sticks, tightly bound together. Attempt to break the bundle, and it is impossible. Separate them, and each stick breaks easily. This simple illustration demonstrates the principle of coordinated effort. The mastermind is this bundle of sticks, each mind contributing to strength far beyond what one mind could accomplish alone. Apply this law to your family, your community, your business, and you will see results previously thought impossible. Consider the small city of Shelby, Ohio, where clergy and business leaders formed an alliance to support one another. Every church supported each business, and every business supported every church. The results were remarkable. Businesses thrived, the communities strengthened, and a spirit of cooperation created moral and material wealth that was unprecedented. For a city of its size, this example illustrates the exponential effect of organized effort when minds align toward a common purpose. Yet, understand this: the mastermind must be guided by intelligence and ethics. Coordination without direction, without a clear purpose, can be destructive. The 16th lesson of this course emphasizes the importance of guiding organized effort towards success that is just, truthful, and fair. True success enriches life and brings happiness, not just material gain. Let us turn to Henry Ford. Once, a man worked alongside him, performing the same tasks and demonstrating comparable skill. Yet, while Ford became one of the richest men in the world, the other man remained at modest wages. The difference: Ford understood the principle of organized effort. He directed his own energy and the energy of others toward a definite chief aim, applying focus, coordination, and persistent action. Success is not luck. It is understanding laws and applying them effectively. In war, the principle of coordination is equally critical. Allied armies under General Foch achieved decisive victories because they operated as a unified force. While disorganized forces failed, propaganda and strategy work through this principle. Aligned minds achieve results beyond the sum of individual efforts. The mastermind operates the same way in business, community efforts, and personal achievement. To create your own mastermind, take inventory of your abilities, hidden talents, and untapped potential. Combine your strengths with others, and direct collective energy toward a definite chief aim. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will vanish under the focused, harmonious power of combined effort. History proves that wealth, achievement, and influence belong to those who master this principle. Power is organized effort. Success is power. And the key to both is the mastermind. The greatest men of our time, Carnegie, Rockefeller, Edison, Ford, understood this. They did not rely on luck or talent alone. They learned how to organize facts, knowledge, and mental faculties into a unit of power directed toward a clear purpose. You, too, can achieve this. Imagine every civic organization in your city: churches, schools, newspapers, Rotary clubs, Kiwanis clubs, forming an alliance to support one another and work for the common good. The results would be astonishing: moral and material improvement, community strength and influence that could reshape standards, ethics, and opportunity within a single generation. Such is the power of the mastermind. Let me leave you with this: success is not inherited, it is achieved. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is understanding and applying principles, not waiting for fortune to favor them. Knowledge, when unorganized, is useless. A good encyclopedia may contain the world's facts, but until knowledge is applied, it remains as impotent as sand dunes. Organize your mind, apply your knowledge, and unite with others to create a mastermind. This is the path to achievement, wealth, happiness, and influence. You now hold the blueprint. Will you apply it? Will you combine your energy, your knowledge, and your effort with others toward a definite purpose? If you do, nothing will be impossible. Remember, the world's most successful men did not stumble into fortune. They mastered the law of the mastermind. And so can you. When you understand the principle of the mastermind and realize how organized effort transforms into power, you are at the beginning of a journey few ever fully comprehend. But success, true success, is not something you stumble upon by chance. It is built through unwavering faith, a clearly defined purpose, and persistent self-development. And this is where part 2 of our journey begins. The power of self-confidence and belief. Belief is not merely a feeling. It is the foundation upon which every great achievement rests. Without belief, no effort can withstand the tests of time. It is the force that energizes your mind, allows you to perceive possibilities where others see obstacles, and gives you the courage to move forward when all circumstances seem against you. Every man who has accomplished extraordinary success, whether Ford, Rockefeller, or Carnegie, relied on belief as the cornerstone of his achievements. Belief is a practical force, directing your thoughts, decisions, and actions toward the fulfillment of your chosen purpose. Closely linked to belief is definiteness of purpose. Every successful person knows precisely what they want. A purpose is not merely a dream. It is a guiding principle that organizes your energy, directs your daily actions, and ensures that every step you take contributes to your ultimate goal. Andrew Carnegie, for example, made his purpose clear: to acquire wealth, but more importantly, to do so through organized, coordinated effort. And through the mastermind, every action in his business was directed toward that end. Your purpose must be equally clear, equally powerful, and achievable within the limits of your abilities and resources. Purpose without a plan is only wishful thinking. Once your purpose is defined, you must construct a concrete plan and execute it consistently. Every day, you must take a small step toward your goal. That step might be learning a new skill, connecting with the right people, or taking decisive action. Every small, consistent effort compounds into substantial progress. Never underestimate the cumulative power of incremental action. The next element is self-reliance and mental discipline. Train your mind to focus on positive, constructive thoughts. Never allow past failures or disappointments to weaken your resolve. Remember, each failure is a lesson, each obstacle an opportunity, and every challenge a chance to strengthen your resolve. Without positive thinking, the mastermind's power remains untapped. Positive thoughts activate your organized effort and channel your energies into productive action. Creativity, too, plays a central role. Creativity allows you to see solutions where others see problems, to discover new opportunities, and to approach challenges from fresh perspectives. It is the creative mind that turns obstacles into stepping stones and transforms abstract ideas into tangible results. Visionaries like Carnegie and Edison would never have achieved their extraordinary outcomes without the power of creative imagination. Combined with relentless application, passion and enthusiasm are equally essential. Behind every extraordinary success lies a burning desire, a relentless energy that drives men to rise early, work hard, and persevere despite difficulty. Passion transforms knowledge, plans, and belief into action. Without it, the mastermind principle is just theory and unrealized potential. Passion fuels persistence, endurance, and the drive to keep moving forward when lesser men give up. Imagine, for a moment, your own mastermind team in action. Each member aligned, each mind contributing its unique strength, all directed toward a clear, central purpose. Your thoughts are organized, your daily plans structured, and your energy focused. This visualization demonstrates the real source of power. The combination of organized minds, coordinated action, and unwavering purpose. Yet even with belief, purpose, creativity, and passion, one must cultivate patience and resilience. The path to success is never perfectly smooth. Setbacks, failures, and unforeseen obstacles will appear. But those who possess patience and flexibility convert these difficulties into learning, experiences, and stepping stones. Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie, and other luminaries of industry achieved monumental results because they persisted where others faltered. Patience does not mean passivity. It means relentless, intelligent, and persistent action toward your definite chief aim. Knowledge, too, is only truly powerful when applied. Mere accumulation of information is useless unless it is organized, analyzed, and acted upon. This is the essence of applied knowledge, combined with the mastermind principle. Knowledge, aligned with other minds and directed toward a unified purpose, produces extraordinary results. Every major fortune and achievement is the product of knowledge made operational through cooperation and organized effort. It is important to recognize that these principles mastermind, belief, definiteness of purpose, creativity, passion, patience, applied knowledge, and organized effort are all interconnected. Neglect one, and the system weakens. But when understood and applied together, they form an unbreakable foundation for success. Every step you take, every decision made in harmony with these principles, moves you closer to your ultimate goal. The 16 lessons of this course exist to train your mind to think, act, and coordinate like those who have achieved extraordinary success. They provide a roadmap, a step-by-step guide for converting knowledge, mental energy, and enthusiasm into tangible results. These lessons are not abstract theories, they are practical tools derived from years of observation, study, and first-hand experience in business and human endeavor. Now, I ask you to pause and reflect. Will you apply these principles in your daily life? Will you train your mind to stay positive, to think creatively, to work in cooperation with others, and to act with unwavering determination? Will you take consistent steps toward your definite chief aim, knowing that small, persistent actions yield extraordinary outcomes over time? If your answer is yes, you have taken the first genuine step toward lasting success. This is only the beginning. In the next lessons, we will explore how to strengthen your mastermind team, develop effective plans, and apply these principles in both personal and professional life. Remember, success is a journey, not a single event, and every step along that journey, taken with knowledge, faith, passion, and organized effort, brings you nearer to the goal you are determined to achieve. As we move forward, it becomes clear that the principles we have discussed are only effective when paired with decisive action. Knowledge alone, belief alone, or even organized effort alone is insufficient to create extraordinary success. Action is the bridge between ideas and achievement. Without action, the power of your mastermind and the energy of your purpose remain dormant. Like a seed left unplanted, every individual who has reached exceptional heights understands that consistent, intelligent, and purposeful action is the currency of success. Let us examine the role of decision-making in this process. Indecision is the enemy of progress. Those who fail most often do so not because they lacked ability or opportunity, but because they hesitated too long, doubted themselves, or allowed fear to dictate their choices. The successful person, on the other hand, cultivates the habit of making decisions promptly and clearly, then acting on them without unnecessary delay. Thomas Edison did not wait for perfect conditions to invent the light bulb. He experimented, learned from failures, and persevered until he succeeded. Carnegie's decisions were not based on guesswork, but on careful observation, analysis, and the counsel of his mastermind group. Fear is another barrier that must be conquered. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of losing money, and fear of public opinion paralyze the mind and hinder progress. Understand this: fear is an illusion, a creation of your own mind. It exists only when you allow it to dominate your thoughts. The remedy is straightforward: replace fear with faith. Replace hesitation with decisive action, and replace doubt with unwavering belief in your own ability to succeed. As you face your fears head-on, you build courage, resilience, and confidence, each feeding into the power of your organized effort. Persistence is the companion of action. It is one thing to start a journey toward success, but an entirely different challenge to continue when obstacles appear. Every great achiever has faced setbacks, disappointments, and even public ridicule. Henry Ford was rejected by banks, criticized by peers, and endured numerous business failures before building the automotive empire that transformed the world. What separates the persistent from the unsuccessful is the refusal to quit, the determination to rise after every setback, and the relentless commitment to a clearly defined purpose. Another crucial element is accurate self-assessment. Understanding your own strengths, weaknesses, and unique talents allows you to apply yourself most effectively. The character analysis chart, provided in the 16th lesson of this course, is a powerful tool for self-discovery. By inventorying your abilities, habits, and latent potential, you gain insight into the specific areas where your efforts will yield the greatest return. Equally important is recognizing the need to surround yourself with others whose strengths complement your own. The synergy of a well-organized team multiplies your power far beyond what an individual can achieve alone. Mastermind groups are not merely theoretical, they are the practical application of organized intelligence. When individuals with complementary knowledge, skills, and perspectives unite in a spirit of cooperation, they generate ideas, solutions, and opportunities that no single mind could achieve alone. Consider the modern startup environment. The most successful ventures are rarely the work of a solitary genius. They are the product of coordinated effort, collective intelligence, and the disciplined execution of a shared vision. This is the mastermind principle in action, alive and dynamic, transforming ordinary resources into extraordinary outcomes. Effective communication is a vital tool in this process. Every idea, every plan, and every strategy requires clear and persuasive communication to mobilize others and ensure coordinated effort. Leaders like Carnegie and Ford understood this intuitively. They inspired confidence, conveyed vision, and directed the energy of their teams toward precise objectives. Your ability to articulate your purpose and your plan with clarity will determine how effectively you can engage others. In your mastermind alliance, time management, too, cannot be overlooked. Every minute of your day represents a potential contribution to your definite chief aim. The successful individual treats time as a finite resource, prioritizing activities that align with their goals, delegating tasks when appropriate, and avoiding distractions that erode focus. Remember, wasted time is irretrievable, and consistent, purposeful allocation of your hours compounds into significant results over weeks, months, and years. Cultivating emotional intelligence is equally essential. Understanding and managing your emotions, and perceiving the emotions of others, enhances your ability to lead, collaborate, and influence effectively. Emotional intelligence allows you to navigate conflicts, maintain harmonious relationships, and motivate your team toward shared objectives. Carnegie's ability to inspire loyalty and commitment was not a matter of technical skill alone. It stemmed from his deep understanding of human behavior, his empathy, and his capacity to motivate others through respect and confidence. Let us not forget the principle of generosity. True success is not solely measured by wealth or accolades. It is measured by your capacity to serve, uplift, and positively impact others. The mastermind is not a tool for selfish gain alone. It is a mechanism for creating value, improving lives, and fostering a spirit of abundance. Those who approach their efforts with a mindset of contribution attract like-minded collaborators, build trust, and expand their influence far beyond the immediate objectives of profit or personal advancement. Finally, we must acknowledge the spiritual dimension of organized effort. While the mechanics of the mastermind, belief, persistence, and action are practical, their ultimate effectiveness is amplified by alignment with a higher purpose, ethical principles, and moral integrity. Success achieved without honesty, fairness, and respect for others is short-lived. The enduring power of influence, reputation, and leadership flows from adherence to principles that transcend the purely material. When your purpose aligns with service and integrity, your efforts gain momentum, resilience, and sustainability that mere knowledge or skill alone cannot provide. Imagine now the composite picture, a mind disciplined in thought, fueled by belief and passion, armed with knowledge, supported by a cooperative mastermind team, and directed toward a definite chief aim, all guided by ethical principles. This is not theoretical, it is practical, attainable, and reproducible by anyone willing to learn and apply the laws outlined in this course. Every great fortune, every remarkable achievement, every story of enduring influence confirms the reality of these principles. Take this moment to commit. Decide that from today onward, you will apply these laws consistently, with focus, energy, and integrity. Develop your mastermind, refine your purpose, act decisively, persist without hesitation, and align your efforts with both personal ambition and the greater good. Every day is a new opportunity to convert knowledge, thought, and energy into tangible results. Your task is to seize that opportunity without delay. As you continue your journey through the remaining lessons, remember this: the power to achieve extraordinary results lies within you. It is activated through organized effort, disciplined thought, and unwavering purpose. The mastermind principle is not a privilege of the few. It is a law accessible to all who are willing to apply it, who are willing to master their own mind, and who are prepared to cooperate intelligently with others to achieve shared success. As we continue, let me emphasize that no law, principle, or strategy will bring you lasting success unless it is applied with persistence, clarity, and a definite purpose. Knowledge alone is powerless without application, and intention without action is nothing more than a dream. You may read, understand, and even believe in the principles of the mastermind, organized effort, and definite chief aim, but until these ideas are acted upon, they remain mere concepts. Success demands action, continuous action, intelligently directed toward a clear goal. Let us now focus on specialized knowledge, a critical component of success. General knowledge may earn respect, but specialized knowledge earns results. Whether in business, science, the arts, or any other field, those who excel have mastered the skill of acquiring and applying highly specific knowledge relevant to their purpose. Henry Ford did not merely learn to build cars. He became an expert in every aspect of manufacturing, logistics, and market strategy. This mastery gave him a competitive edge that cannot be replicated by effort alone. Specialized knowledge, however, is not confined to formal education. Experience, observation, apprenticeship, and self-directed study are equally valid sources. What matters most is the ability to organize and apply this knowledge in a purposeful manner. Napoleon Hill emphasizes repeatedly that knowledge itself is not power. Only organized and intelligently directed knowledge becomes power. The individual who can synthesize information from multiple sources, integrate it with creativity, and act decisively upon it will achieve results far beyond ordinary expectations. Next, we must consider imagination, the workshop of the mind. Ideas, inventions, and solutions are born not from mere observation, but from creative thinking. Every successful individual has used imagination to devise plans, identify opportunities, and overcome obstacles. Imagination allows you to visualize possibilities before they exist, creating a mental blueprint that guides your actions. Carnegie for G. Sun. All of them used imagination to see what others could not. They imagined possibilities, created solutions, and then executed with relentless focus. Equally important is organized planning. No individual, no matter how talented, can achieve lasting success without a practical, executable plan. Ideas must be translated into step-by-step action. Planning reduces waste, eliminates confusion, and maximizes efficiency. Yet planning alone is insufficient. It must be combined with prompt action. A brilliant plan delayed is a plan wasted. Decisive execution is what separates dreamers from achievers. Remember that decision is a central pillar of success. Indecision, procrastination, and fear of making mistakes are killers of progress. Napoleon Hill observed that successful individuals develop the habit of making prompt, informed decisions and sticking to them. They analyze, weigh the facts, consult trusted advisors, and then act decisively. Uncertainty is eliminated, replaced by commitment. Once a decision is made, it is carried forward with persistence until results manifest. Closely linked to decision is persistence, the sustained effort needed to overcome obstacles. Most individuals give up at the first sign of difficulty, but those who persist achieve greatness. Persistence is not mere stubbornness. It is the intelligent continuation of purposeful effort despite setbacks. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Yet, his persistence never wavered. It was his commitment to a definite goal and refusal to surrender that ultimately produced success. Another essential element is the mastermind principle, which we have already explored. Let me rate it at collaboration with other intelligent, motivated, and harmonious minds multiplies your power. One individual may possess knowledge, skill, and determination, but a well-organized group working toward a shared goal amplifies potential exponentially. This is why Carnegie assembled his team. Ford coordinated his engineers and managers, and modern successful entrepreneurs build networks of equally committed individuals. A single mind may struggle, but multiple aligned minds achieve what seems impossible. We also must acknowledge emotional control. A successful individual understands the power of managing their emotions. Fear, anger, impatience, and doubt are all destructive forces. Emotional intelligence allows you to remain calm, rational, and focused under pressure. By controlling your emotions, you can think clearly, make better decisions, and maintain harmonious relationships. Leadership, influence, and persuasion depend largely on emotional mastery, because people respond to the confidence, calm, and assurance of a controlled mind. Equally critical is accurate self-assessment. You must know your strengths, weaknesses, and natural abilities to apply your energy where it will yield the greatest results. This involves honest reflection and continuous evaluation of your actions. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that self-knowledge, when combined with organized effort and a definite aim, becomes a force multiplier. Individuals who neglect self-assessment often repeat mistakes, waste time, and fail to recognize their true potential. Now, let us examine cooperation. Another principle that underpins the mastermind: individual effort, no matter how strong, is limited. Cooperation harnesses the diverse strengths of others, creating synergy that no single person can achieve alone. Success in business, community initiatives, or personal projects requires the ability to coordinate, motivate, and align others with your vision. History demonstrates repeatedly that collective effort produces results that far surpass what any individual could accomplish. It is also essential to cultivate a positive mental attitude. Optimism, faith, and enthusiasm act as catalysts for action and attract opportunities, allies, and resources. A positive mindset encourages resilience, creativity, and persistence, while a negative outlook breeds fear, hesitation, and failure. Napoleon Hill teaches that your thoughts shape your environment and influence those around you. By consciously maintaining positivity, you enhance your ability to mobilize resources and inspire others. Finally, let us consider the ethical foundation of success. Wealth, influence, and achievement have little value if they are gained through dishonesty, exploitation, or harm to others. True, lasting success arises from fairness, integrity, and service. By aligning your goals with ethical principles, you create trust, loyalty, and lasting influence. The mastermind, organized effort, and personal discipline are amplified when guided by moral principles, producing results that are both substantial and enduring. Picture yourself now, a mind disciplined, focused, and creative. Specialized knowledge applied with skill. A mastermind group aligned with your purpose. Persistent action taken without fear. Emotions under control. Plans organized and executed, all guided by integrity, vision, and a clear chief aim. This is not fantasy. This is the practical application of principles that have created extraordinary success for individuals throughout history. Your task is simple yet profound. Commit to these principles. Form your mastermind. Clarify your definite chief aim. Act decisively. Persist despite obstacles. Cultivate emotional mastery. Cooperate with others. Maintain a positive mental attitude. And always adhere to ethical conduct. Every day offers a new opportunity to convert knowledge and energy into measurable results. Do not waste a moment. Begin now. Remember, success is not reserved for the gifted few. It is available to anyone willing to learn, apply, and persist. The principles of the mastermind, organized effort, and definite purpose are universal. They are neither secret nor restricted. They are accessible, repeatable, and proven. Your task is to apply them consistently, intelligently, and ethically. By mastering these principles, you develop power, the power to influence, create, and achieve. This power is organized energy, harnessed and directed toward a clear objective. When combined with knowledge, imagination, persistence, and cooperation, it becomes unstoppable. Every great fortune, invention, and achievement in history was built on this foundation. It is now up to you to implement these lessons. Formulate your plans, build your alliances, organize your thoughts, and execute with confidence. Each action you take moves you closer to the life you envision. Success is not a distant dream. It is the result of deliberate, intelligent, and persistent effort, grounded in knowledge, guided by principle, and fueled by organized energy. The final part, the one that completes your map to success, reminds us that achievement is not merely knowledge or dreams. It is the result of action, determination, and harmonious effort. In the previous parts, you have learned the principles of the mastermind: organized effort, persistence, decision-making, emotional control, specialized knowledge, and imagination. Now it is time to integrate all of these into a definitive, practical formula so that success becomes a foundation in every area of your life. First and foremost, remember that success begins with a definite purpose. A person who knows exactly what they want and why they want it can move forward. Despite any obstacle, a definite purpose energizes the mind, focuses thought, and enhances decision-making power. Behind every successful individual lies a purpose so strong that it can overcome any resistance or difficulty. The second principle is decision-making and action, the backbone of success. According to Napoleon Hills' observations, those who live in constant uncertainty or procrastination never achieve true success. Decide and stick to it. Decisions determine the direction of your actions, and action is the vehicle through which ideas transform into reality. Every highly successful person, whether Ford, Carnegie, or Edison, mastered decision and action. Third, never underestimate the power of the mastermind. Remember, one mind alone is powerful, but multiple harmonized minds create an unstoppable force. Surround yourself with people who support your purpose. Enhance your knowledge and skill, and amplify your energy. The mastermind does more than expand your thinking. It introduces you to new opportunities, new ideas, and innovative solutions. Fourth is persistence and consistency. The path will not be easy. Obstacles will appear. Failures will happen, but every persistent individual who continues striving for their goal will ultimately achieve success. Take the example of Thomas Edison, who succeeded in inventing the light bulb despite thousands of failures. Persistence is a hidden power revealed only through continued action. Fifth, imagination. This is your mental workshop where new ideas, solutions, and plans are born. Without imagination, knowledge remains mere information. Behind every great invention and achievement lies creative thinking. Train your imagination, direct it toward your definite purpose, and use it to uncover solutions invisible to others. The sixth principle is specialized knowledge. Knowledge shows its true power only when applied. Merely reading books or accumulating information is not enough. You must acquire the specific knowledge necessary for your purpose, and then organize and apply it effectively. Remember, the world's most successful people do not just gather knowledge, they transform it into power. Seventh, emotional control and ethical foundation. Your mind will not function at its best unless you control your emotions. Fear, doubt, and anger dissipate energy and cloud judgment. Maintaining a positive mental attitude is essential for focusing your mental faculties and attracting cooperation and opportunities. Eighth, cooperation and harmonious relationships. No one achieves great success entirely alone. You must learn to work in harmony with others, inspire confidence, and bring out the best in those around you. Leadership is not about authority. It is about the ability to unite and coordinate the efforts of others toward a definite chief aim. Ninth, learning from adversity and failure. Every temporary defeat carries with it the seed of equivalent advantage. Those who rise to the top are not those who avoid mistakes, but those who extract lessons from every setback. Failure becomes a teacher, and persistence becomes the vehicle to turn adversity into opportunity. Finally, a definite chief aim in life ties all principles together. Every action, every plan, every effort should be organized around this central purpose. With a definite chief aim, the mind focuses its energies. The imagination generates plans. Specialized knowledge becomes useful. Persistence keeps you moving forward, and cooperation magnifies your efforts. If you follow these principles: mastermind, organized effort, persistence, decision, imagination, specialized knowledge, emotional control, cooperation, learning from adversity, and a definite chief aim, you are no longer dependent on chance or luck. You are empowered to shape your own destiny. Success becomes not just a dream, but an achievable reality. Remember, the world's most successful men, Carnegie, Rockefeller, Ford, and others, did not reach their heights by chance. They applied these principles with relentless determination. They understood the power of organized effort, the strength of the mastermind, and the importance of persistence. They transformed knowledge into action, and action into wealth, influence, and lasting achievement. Now, it is your turn. Apply these laws deliberately. Organize your mind. Align yourself with supportive and capable individuals. Take decisive action and persist without hesitation. Success is not reserved for the few. It is available to all who are willing to learn, act, and persist in accordance with these universal laws. This is the ultimate lesson. Success is a law, and, like any law, it works for those who understand it and apply it. There is no magic, no luck, no something for nothing. Only by mastering these principles, coordinating your efforts, and dedicating yourself fully to a definite purpose can you claim what is rightfully yours: achievement, prosperity, and lasting fulfillment.